Welcome everybody to day 16 on the law of the gospel, and we've talked a lot about faith, but I want to cover it from maybe a different point of view today. We talked about the Savior's invitation last time to launch out into the deep, and it's something that we all need to do in order to be able to obtain the gift of hope, I think, right? Let's talk a little bit about faith today. So Peter, he didn't have to wait very long to receive the Lord's second invitation. I can't help but wonder if the crowds gathered on the shore that day to see this amazing catch that came for Peter, and there's probably a good chance it was the best day of Peter's professional career, right? And when the Lord extended the next invitation, I wonder if it was more difficult to accept than the one before, than to launch out into the deep, this next one, right? I wonder if it was more difficult. So in Matthew chapter 4, we read the invitation that would have led Peter to understand literally the Christ-like attribute of faith. How so? Well, it says this: "And Jesus, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon called Peter, and Andrew his brother. And he said unto them, Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. And they straightway left their nets and followed him." Now, perhaps this invitation hits a little closer to home today than it ever has before. The question that comes into my mind is, what are you right now in your life? What do you need to leave behind, or what are you leaving behind as you follow the Savior? We often read this story, I think, with the wrong lens. We know what lies ahead for Peter. We know about the miracles. We know that the lessons that will come, the walking on the water. But at this point, Peter, he doesn't know any of those things. The only life Peter knows is fishing and boats and nets. So for just a moment, I want you to consider the uncertainty of what lies ahead in your own life. And then consider Peter standing on that shore. What uncertainty is going through his mind as he considers this invitation to leave everything that he knows and leaving behind the nets, probably at that point, and as you think about it, is not so easy. I don't know how many times in my personal life the Lord has asked me to leave behind that which I have loved, that which I have cared deeply about, to leave my own life nets per se, and follow Him. I think it's happened to me several times, and in those moments, you can. The only thing you can have is the gift of faith to move forward with what's being asked of you. So in Preach My Gospel, we read, "You express your faith through action. Faith is a principle of power. You act on the Savior's teaching, and then the power comes. As you exercise faith in Jesus Christ, you'll be blessed with His power, suited to the circumstances that you're going to be put in. And your faith in Jesus Christ will grow as you and I become better acquainted with Him and His teachings, which comes when we accept that invitation, right? Elder Neil Anderson says this: faith is not only a feeling, it's a decision. Faith is a spiritual gift, right? Because I believe Peter, because this has happened to me, wanted the Lord to offer more than his current circumstance, he left his nets straightway and followed Him. It is the only way. You have to leave your personal nets and follow the Savior, even as difficult as it is, if you want more for everybody around you, more of everything, right? What if Peter had believed that being the most successful fisherman on the Sea of Galilee was his greatest potential? What if I had thought at one point in time, when I was doing ballroom dance and other things in my life, that was my greatest potential? What if I wanted my biology degree and the things that I was doing in that direction versus being asked to move to Florida? What if I thought that was my greatest potential? What if Peter had not straightway left his nets that day? Imagine the life that he would have missed out on. In my life, I'll be honest with you, I can't imagine what I would have missed out on had I not at various times straightway left my nets. So in Mark chapter 1, verse 17, Jesus said to those fishermen, "Come ye after me, and I will make you to become fishers of men." Today, he extends that same invitation to you and I. Accepting this invitation will lead you to discover the Christ-like attribute of faith. I know it has for me. Okay, that's day 16, 15. As I was talking, I've lost track of what that is. Day 16 in the books. So I hope that was helpful. If somebody needs to think about their faith and is making some life decisions, this is super important straight away, right? Hope you're having a great day. We'll talk tomorrow. I'm excited about tomorrow's topic on day 17. Super important. Don't miss it. We're going to talk about humility anyway. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk to you later.